help reduce those costs by providing more ways to actually get access to homegrown power and more opportunities to make the choice right away to do something that's sustainable for the environment and for their personal economy and the state's economy in the long term. This legislation is all about choice. Right now, buyers of newly built homes can get a choice about whether they want granite countertops in their kitchens, whether they want tiled floors, or they want wall-to-wall carpeting. But builders don't tell them that if they decide right away to install a solar electric system, that they could save money and lower their utility bills, as well as helping to promote a new job center in the state of Colorado, right here at home. This legislation would change that by requiring all builders to offer solar as a standard option to all new home buyers. Yet this bill isn't just about consumer choice. It's also about jobs in Colorado. The new energy economy, or the development of sustainable resources such as wind, solar, and energy efficiency, really has been booming in this state. Between 2005 and 2008, renewable energy businesses tripled in Colorado. In 2008, there were over 200 small solar companies employing over 1,200 people. Many of these small companies installing solar systems on individual homes. We're working to build that market, build that growth, and build an industry that is uniquely Colorado. Making sure that Coloradans have the choice to go solar on their homes will mean more clean energy and more homes, creating more sustainable, good-paying jobs. President-elect Obama has called for a national commitment and a national effort to repower America. And here in Colorado, we want to take on that challenge. We want to do our part to grow a new economy that is sustainable, that's secure, and that will better provide for the quality of life of folks in our state. I'm also going to talk a little bit about energy efficiency, because in tough economic times, we'd be remiss in missing the opportunity to tackle one of the most critical challenges that we have, which is actually cutting down our overall energy use. No one should be spending more on their utility bills than they have to. And the fact of the matter is that across the state of Colorado, people are. Over 40% of our state's utility customers are serviced by rural electric and municipal utilities. Utilities that aren't required to offer cost-effective energy efficiency programs to their members. It's something that their counterparts in urban areas serviced by Xcel Energy have the opportunity to take advantage of daily, getting opportunities to take advantage of rebates and other programs to reduce their overall energy use and therefore the cost that they're paying in their electric bill. This session, the environmental community is committed to working with coalition partners such as the Colorado Public Interest Research Group and others to put forward a proposal that would actually require municipal utilities and rural cooperative utilities to provide cost-effective energy efficiency programs to their members. This would put more money back into the pockets of everyday Coloradans, giving them the ability to spend that money in their own local economies. I feel this is a critical component, not just in any economic recovery, green recovery package, but also on any clean energy economy that we're building here in the state. So with that, I guess I'll turn it over to Lise Jones, the director of the Colorado Environmental Coalition, who will talk about transportation solutions.
Thank you, Pam. As was said, my name is Elise Jones, and I'm the Executive Director of Colorado Environmental Coalition. Another energy-related priority for the conservation community this year is transportation. Our state's transportation policy is a road to nowhere, or perhaps I should say a traffic jam to nowhere. Transportation accounts for our major reliance on foreign oil. Transportation right now makes up almost 1/4 of Colorado's greenhouse gas emissions, and the problem's getting worse. Since 1980, the number of miles that Americans drive has increased 3 times the rate of population growth, and Colorado is in the top 3 for the growth rate on vehicle miles traveled. And one of the results of this is that the average American every year spends 38 hours, that's almost a full work week, stuck in traffic. Another discouraging result is that transportation has now become the second biggest expense for the average household, eclipsing even health care, right behind housing. Not only is our existing transportation system not meeting our mobility needs, our current funding mechanism, the gas tax, is no longer generating adequate revenue to keep up with the basic maintenance needs of our state's transportation system, fueling a multi-billion-dollar safety backlog for Colorado's roads, bridges, pedestrian walkways, bike paths, and transit connections. Obviously, tackling Colorado's transportation challenges is critical to the health of our planet, our energy security, our economic prosperity, and our quality of life. As you all know, the governor appointed a blue ribbon panel back in 2007 to provide recommendations on how the state should address this incredible transportation funding shortfall. And we anticipate that this process is going to result in a major transportation funding bill that will be introduced shortly by Senator Gibbs and Representative Rice. The conservation community wants to see any new funding for transportation go to build the modern transportation system that Coloradans need and want. In the past, the focus has been on ever-expanding highways and additional road lanes. What has this gotten us? Non-attainment for ozone, increased global warming challenges, more traffic, and increased reliance on foreign governments for our oil needs. We need a 21st century transportation system that includes light rail, trains, bus rapid transit, pedestrian walkways, where people can get to where they need to go without being totally reliant on cars or being held hostage to the volatile and ever-increasing prices of gasoline. So as a result, the conservation community will be focused this session on ensuring that any transportation funding legislation, one, contains significant new funding for transit and other multimodal choices, and two, sends price signals that incentivize people to drive less and use alternative transportation whenever possible. We're also encouraging Colorado to pilot innovative new ideas and technologies that will encourage longer-term reductions in the number of miles we travel each year. And to be sure, we're having the same conversation with Colorado's congressional delegation as Congress debates its federal economic stimulus package that may send as much as $150 billion to states for clean energy and transit projects. Investing in transit and a modern multimodal transportation system is an economic no-brainer. We need a transportation system that helps rebuild our economy in a way that solves our long-term energy and transportation challenges. One that gives us more jobs, more transportation choices, and more energy security, and gives us less ozone, less global warming, and less traffic congestion. Colorado's new energy future must include a faster, cleaner, greener transportation system. It's critical for the health of our economy and for our environment. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Michael Freeman from Justice, who will talk about the oil and gas rules.